Yo, because I've referenced an alpha male, beta male, Charlie male, and delta male so many times in other videos, and I have had like so many conversations over the last few weeks with people that is relatable to an alpha male, beta male, Charlie male, delta male, as well as different aspects of relationships and things that have been lost by men and the trauma that has caused women. I mean, just so many conversations like that. And most recently, had people requesting for me to do classes, either live or online, on Tantra and Tantric relationships and how to create and build a Tantric relationship. So, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a prelude, a little conversation on this description of an alpha, beta, Charlie, delta male. This we can talk about all day, so I'll make it a live video on the shows we do on Tuesdays at 9:30 in the next coming weeks. So stick with me and let's have a brief conversation. So what's up, everybody? I want to thank everybody for being here on my Patreons, everybody from, on YouTube who's a subscriber. And if you find me for the first time, either on Facebook or any of those things, please hit that subscribe button, become a fan, and I appreciate everybody who's here. The thing is that if you're finding me for the first time, on this show we talk about the 360 degrees of a person of life. The alchemy of life is what we talk about. Every aspect, from your money to your relationships, to your spirituality, to your health, everything. And if you saw my video that I just did yesterday on PTSD, I want to thank everybody who has sent such loving and supportive comments. I really appreciate you guys tremendously, and I look forward to everything that we do going forward in helping people to overcome their traumas. And this video has a little bit of that. It has a little bit of that. Because let me go ahead and start you out like this. I said in that video about PTSD that that 90% of the women that I've ever met in my life have been through some type of sexual or physical abuse from childhood through adulthood. That 90% is probably higher than that. Actually, I know it's more than 90%, just running it through my head right now. And these women are carrying traumas from that. But there's another type of trauma that many women carry that is noticed, but we really don't take care of. We really don't do much about it. And so I want to talk about that. And it refers to the alpha, beta, Charlie, delta male. And when I get to the descriptions, you'll understand why. Because the trauma that many of these women have experienced, they've experienced either a beta and especially and most often a Charlie level male who has traumatized them, so that when they reach and see and meet and come into the path of a true alpha male or even a delta male, they can't handle it. They don't know how to deal with it. They wind up messing up that relationship, which later traumatizes the male. So let's dig into the descriptions of these, and then we're going to end this video and have a longer discussion when we do a live about it in the coming weeks. Okay? So let's start with the first and primary one so that we can have a foundation for the rest. So what is the alpha male? First, there is the confusion. The confusion is that an alpha male is this super male charged, masculine, got his life together, dominant type of male. But let me tell you, that is not the full truth of an alpha male. And you'll understand why. And then I'll tell you where that male falls in, what category that dude falls into. See, a true alpha male, because if you don't watch no part of this video, watch this part, learn this part so you can identify this. A true alpha male is not some overbearing, egotistical male. It's actually a male who has his ego in check. It's one who does not live by the ego, nor needs his ego fluffed constantly. The true alpha male understands that it takes both masculine and feminine energy in order to be whole, a balance. A true alpha male has a balance of his masculine and feminine energy. Have a balance between his thinking, get it done, logical, analytical mind, and have a balance between his loving, emotional, nurturing heart. In the chakra system, this will be the heart chakra coming into concert with the third eye. Okay? This will be, in the Hindu, the raised kundalini. the two, Hindu and the Buddhist actually, to raise Kundalini. In American medicine, it would be, Western medicine, it would be the caduceus of the two serpents coming together at the tip, the third eye. In the Egyptians, it's still the same. The two serpents that are one coming together in balance with the wings of Ma'at, who can actually say the confessions of Ma'at and mean them. It would be that. Okay, it will be that. It will be in the Native American, it will be the idea of the man who have balance between air, right? Air and land, water and fire. It will be that balance. In the Lion King, I love the Lion King. In the Lion King, Mufasa was the alpha male. He knew how to nurture his children, but also how to discipline them. He knew how to take care of the pride and take care of the land. He knew how to protect without sacrificing. He knew who to let in, who not to let in. He understood the balance of nature, the circle of life. He understood that. A true alpha male respects his woman, recognizes that she is his greatest counselor. You guys heard me say that before. She is his greatest counselor. I know I don't do a ton of videos on relationships, but I'll start doing more, especially since I'm writing this book I've been telling you guys about for a year, how to find your divine soulmate. But he has that balance, right? I'm old-fashioned. I'm going to open the door for you. I'm going to try to take care of you. I'm going to make sure that you're comfortable. If you're stressed, I'm listening to you. I'm not just hearing you so that I can get done with the conversation. I'm listening. I'm responding back. I have enough sense to ask you questions, or I have enough nurturing to ask you questions, enough logic to ask you the question, are you seeking a solution, or do you want me to just listen? All right. You have to have that. And then then you have to start knowing your woman to say, this is a moment where she just wants me to listen. I've picked up on her cues. I've studied her to understand when she wants me to listen and when she wants me to solve. You see, that's an alpha male. That's just a snippet. That's the basic of an alpha male, because I'm not going to keep you guys too long on this video. The beta male looks like an alpha at times, except the beta male lacks the nurturing balance. The beta male wants to be an alpha, has many attributes of an alpha, is a decent and good protector. A beta male is a good earner. A beta male will protect the house, but he will lack in being a nurturer within the relationship. He will do it sometimes. He will have his moments, but he will lack it. He will sometimes think he's an alpha male, but constantly fail at the task. Constantly. He will reach great heights. He will do things. He'll make good money. He'll manage the budget very well. But he doesn't manage the relationships. He lacks in managing the relationship, but he does it well enough. He does it well enough. Right? And that's where, like, the women it's like, he's good, but he's not, it's like he needs that extra little. And the biggest problem is that he lives a little bit too much to the ego. A little too much to the ego. And that just throws him off. He's just a little too much to the ego. At times where he needs to nurture, he doesn't nurture. I met a gentleman the other day, and some dudes tried to accost him. He went into protection mode, but he went too far. He forgot that he was facing 3 other people, and it was just him and his wife. See, a true alpha will recognize, is this a winnable situation, and how much danger am I putting my wife in? Is my standing up to them to the degree that it may become violent? You stand up, you ensure that they understand, and you go through the motions of trying to negotiate your way out of the situation, mainly because if you're an alpha, because you know that you have your wife and you can't endanger her, because you're not in a good position to protect her. You have to know your limitations. But see, that beta, he doesn't always recognize that, and sometimes will endanger his wife. The only thing that held him back was his wife yelling in his ear, and finally it clicked. So he's decent. But that Charlie male, this is the one that burns most women. This is the one that is causing women trauma beyond trauma. This is the one that makes women say there are no good men out there. This is the one that say all men want to do is just bone you and take advantage of you. These are the ones. You see, the Charlie male He desires, no, he doesn't desire. He wants to be an alpha. He sees himself as an alpha. He's extra ego because he's insecure as all get out. He's insecure as hell. And the way he overcomes his insecurity is by being loud and boisterous, by being overly masculine, and by being totally egocentric and filled with masculine energy. He is the one where the feminine energy fail. And he is only masculine. He's the one who beats his woman. He's the one who rapes his woman. He's the one who chastises her and belittles her and abuses her mind and her mental state and make her feel that she's unworthy. He's the one who he makes her look homely and does not want other people. He fears other people liking her. He makes her keep her eyes down. He's always, when another gentleman, another man looks at her, he doesn't applaud it and say, as an alpha would say, yes, my woman look good and everybody knows it, but she's with me and I'm really confident in that. I'm way confident in the fact that of our love, our connection. No, he sees that and gets angry at her and gets angry at him and tries to start and have to raise his masculinity and try to fight somebody, to be loud, to act like he know how to fight, right? He's the one that lays up on the woman, making her these empty promises. You see, an alpha and a beta, they usually achieve what it is that they say that they're going to do. That Charlie, I'm just working on this business, I'm gonna get this business, I'm working on my music, I'm gonna be this rapper, I'm gonna be this NBA player. They have these dreams that are here, and they're only dreams because they don't have the talent nor the discipline to ever get there. Talent nor discipline. The alpha, the beta, will get to their dreams or pretty damn close to their dream, but they have enough sense to know what they can get to and what they can't. Like, I'm 47. I'm never going to be an NBA player. I'm 47. I'm never going to be an NFL player. It's not going to happen. Right? I recognize that. Now, at 47, can I change the trajectory of my life and become a sports agent? I could. Could I change my trajectory and become a psychologist? I could. Could I change and become a politician? I wouldn't, but I could. Could I do these things? Yes, I can. Those are they're reasonable, but difficult to get to, but I have the discipline to get there. The Charlie has no discipline to get there at all. It's always, I'm waiting on, I'm going to be, I'm, working on, and you can't support me in my dream while he's laying around the house and you doing all the work. Now, let me say something real quick. An alpha or beta male is not always making six-figure incomes or high-end income. I know some very damn good alphas and some very damn good betas who they work, in warehouses. They work, they work a decent job, but they take care of their family, and their family's not starving. Their family's not, going broke all the time or worried about finances. Their families are loved. So I know some very good ones who are that way. So don't think I'm saying that every alpha or beta makes a lot of money. All right? I'm not saying that. But these Charlies, they burn women. They burn women, cast them aside, treat them like crap. They're the ones who have the extra woman on the side, know it, she know it, create the argument, fuss, fight, but still stays with that woman and creating havoc. They're the ones who just keep her pregnant so that she can't leave him. They're the ones who are always trying to figure out a system, a way to get around the system, a way to we should get around the system in a certain degree, but I'm saying cheat the system. Let me put it that way. Cheat the system. There's ways of getting around the system, and you should work those angles because everybody, those who are successful, they work the angles. They don't just, they work the angles, the curves, everything. These are the ones who want to cheat. They want to sneak. They want to find some hustle. But they portray themselves as if they the man. I'm the man. I'm everything. I can do everything. You see what I got? You see what I do? I do everything. I make it work. I make it pop. They're that. That's that dude who burns women. Treats her like crap. You can open your own door. Shoot. All don't know how to be loving or caring towards a woman except for when they want some butt. When they want some ass. Then they know how to do it. When they want to, do that. Then they are like, trying to get it. But they don't know how to make love to a woman. They don't understand nothing about Tantra. They don't know how to make love to a woman, to make love to her metaphysically, to make love to her mind, to make love to her spirit, to make love to her energy, to connect with her energy. They don't know how to do that. All they know how to do is bone. All they know how to do is just hit it, right? Just bang it out. That's all they know. That's it. Charlies. disrespectful to man, which makes them disrespectful to women. That's the Charlie male. Now the Delta male, he's too damn feminine. Not that he's gay. I'm not saying he's gay. What I'm saying is too much feminine energy. He's overly nurturing, super insecure. He's the one that can be a great provider, and usually they are really good providers. Delta males are usually good providers, but they get to middle management and they never go any further than that. They'll go get a degree, but they'll never be the top of their class. They'll never be the top of anything. They'll always be submissive to other males. They'll always be submissive to their woman. They'll always be submissive to their children. They will be good fathers who will raise submissive children who don't, really fulfill their full potential. Delta males don't ever fulfill their full potential. They don't complain about it either. They just say, that's just how life is. Well, you go to school, you get a good job, you work at the job, you hope that and they say stuff like, you hope that your boss sees the good work that you're doing and they promote you. And they'll usually get promoted not based on their leadership ability. They'll get promoted based on their longevity or get promoted based on the fact that they do their job very well. Delta males usually do their job incredibly well because that is like the only area that they feel their confidence in. They're decent in every other aspect. Good family dudes. But they're not the ones to lead. They're not leaders. They have spurts, moments where they make some decisions, but they're not true leaders. They're very, very, very emotionally based and very calm, don't really come out of themselves. You really have to push them for them to come out of themselves. These are the kind of men that some alpha women who don't, well, let me not say alpha women, some beta women who don't have a balance between their masculine energy and their feminine energy, or even Charlie women who don't have a balance between their masculine and feminine energy. They love these dudes because they can dominate them. They can dominate them. So I wanted to go over that for a little bit, and I'll do another video later on, don't know when, where I'll talk about how when you got an alpha male and an alpha female, how they merge and how they differ, how they create havoc with each other, but how they can merge. And the same thing, how to match up how to match up between men and women through alpha and beta. And these are things that I allude to in my book, How to Find Your Divine Soulmate, that as of February 23rd is still not finished, of 2019. But hopefully if you're watching this a year from now, it's been completed and is out in print and you can order it. So y'all have a great day, and remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. I know that was the quick and down and dirty, but hey, it is what it is. Watch these other videos, and I appreciate you guys always. Subscribe to the channel.